If you're over 50, you might have noticed how balance doesn't feel as effortless as it used to. Maybe you catch yourself wobbling slightly when you stand up too quickly, or feeling uneasy when you walk on uneven ground. You're not alone. Balance naturally declines with age, but here's the truth most people don't realize. It's not inevitable, and you can reclaim it faster than you think. In fact, there are 3 powerful balance exercises that can reawaken your body's natural coordination and stability, and science proves exactly why they work so fast. Balance is one of those things most people don't truly notice until it starts to fade. You might feel a little unsteady when you reach for something high, or sense hesitation when stepping off a curb. The truth is, this loss of balance doesn't mean your body is failing. It simply means certain muscles and reflexes have gone dormant from underuse. The incredible thing is that these systems can be reawakened faster than most people think. Your body is designed to adapt, to rebuild, and to relearn balance at any age. The decline isn't permanent, it's reversible. Science has shown that the human body retains its ability to improve coordination and stability well into later decades of life. When you perform specific balance exercises that target your core, hips, and legs, your nervous system quickly begins to re-establish the communication lines between your brain and your muscles. It's like upgrading old wiring in a house. You restore smooth, reliable signals that allow everything to work together again. When you start training your balance through simple exercises such as standing on one leg, shifting your weight slowly from side to side, or practicing heel-to-toe walking, your brain immediately begins to adapt. Inside your muscles and joints are tiny sensors called proprioceptors, which constantly send information to your brain about your body's position in space. With age and inactivity, those sensors grow sluggish, but the moment you start challenging your balance, they wake up. Research shows that even within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent balance practice, older adults demonstrate significant improvements in stability, coordination, and confidence in movement. These changes happen not only in your muscles, but also deep within your nervous system, as new neural pathways are formed. Your body learns, your brain remembers, and together they rebuild a foundation of strength that supports everything you do. Another reason balance improves so quickly with proper training is muscle memory. Even if you haven't exercised for years, your body remembers what strength and coordination once felt like. When you reintroduce balance movements, your muscles respond faster because they're reactivating familiar patterns. This is why people over 50 often experience visible progress within just a few weeks. Your body already knows what to do. It just needs to be reminded. Each time you hold a balance pose or correct a wobble, you're teaching your body to stabilize more effectively the next time. It's a cycle of small improvements that compound quickly, creating dramatic results in a short period. Consistency is what fuels this process. You don't need hours of training or heavy workouts. Even 5 to 10 minutes of focused balance exercises each day can create real change. Think of it as fine-tuning your body's internal systems. The small stabilizing muscles in your ankles, knees, hips, and core begin to fire more efficiently. Your posture naturally improves as your spine aligns itself, and you start to notice everyday tasks becoming easier. Standing from a chair, climbing stairs, walking confidently across a slippery floor. These are the quiet victories that come from regular balance work. Beyond the physical changes, there's also a psychological transformation. When your body feels strong and stable, your mind follows. You gain confidence in your movements, which reduces fear of falling and encourages more activity. This increased activity further strengthens your muscles and coordination, creating a powerful positive feedback loop. Balance training becomes more than just exercise. It becomes empowerment. It's a way of reconnecting with your body, proving that no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake, your potential for improvement never disappears. Science has proven this countless times. In studies with older adults, those who practiced basic balance exercises for just 3 weeks showed significant improvements not only in posture and coordination, but also in reaction time and overall mobility. Their bodies responded because the nervous system remains highly adaptable, even in later life. The process is called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections and pathways. Every time you challenge your balance, you're literally strengthening your brain as well as your body. The neurons that control your movements fire together more efficiently, creating a smoother, more stable sense of control. The beauty of it all is that it doesn't matter where you're starting from. Whether you've been active or sedentary, the body responds to attention and movement. The moment you start, you're already improving. Balance is not a skill that disappears with age, it simply waits to be rediscovered. The science behind it is clear. Targeted movement restores the communication between your muscles and mind faster than most people expect. Within weeks, the shakiness turns into steadiness, and that steady feeling spreads through every aspect of your life. Balance exercises don't just strengthen your body, they give you back a feeling of confidence, independence, and control that no number can define. True balance is not just about standing on one leg or walking in a straight line. It's about how your entire body, lifestyle, and mindset work together in harmony. The secret to lasting stability begins deep in the center of your body, in your core. This isn't limited to visible abs. It includes the deep muscles that wrap around your spine, hips, and pelvis, connecting your upper and lower body like a strong central chain. These muscles are responsible for every subtle adjustment you make when you move, bend, or shift your weight. When they weaken, your balance begins to falter, but when they strengthen, every other part of your body feels more aligned and supported. A strong core gives you a sense of internal stability, allowing your legs and feet to move with more control and precision. However, even the strongest muscles can't maintain balance alone. Your diet, daily habits, and mindset form the foundation that determines how your body performs. What you eat literally fuels your balance system. Muscles and nerves need the right nutrients to communicate effectively. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts, nourish the brain and improve coordination. Leafy greens and colourful vegetables provide magnesium, calcium, and potassium, minerals that support muscle contraction and relaxation, which are essential for steady movement. Adequate hydration keeps your joints lubricated and your reflexes sharp. When your body is properly nourished, it becomes more responsive, your energy levels rise, and your movements feel smoother and lighter. Sleep is another silent player in the balance equation. When you rest deeply, your brain consolidates what you've learned during the day, including physical skills like posture correction or core activation. During sleep, the body repairs muscle tissue, replenishes energy stores, and balances hormones that regulate strength and coordination. Many people underestimate the impact of poor sleep on balance. A tired brain reacts more slowly, and a fatigued body struggles to stabilize itself. That's why creating a consistent sleep routine, sleeping in a cool, dark room, reducing screen time before bed, and maintaining regular sleep hours can directly enhance your physical steadiness and mental clarity. Then there's the role of light movement throughout the day. You don't have to spend hours in the gym to strengthen your balance. Gentle, consistent motion is far more effective for maintaining stability. Short walks, stretching breaks, and simple exercises like standing marches or hip rotations keep the body alert and engaged. Every time you move, you're reminding your muscles and brain that coordination is still part of your daily life. Balance improves not through intensity, but through repetition and awareness. When you choose to move mindfully, even while brushing your teeth or cooking, you reinforce those small stabilizing reactions that make a big difference over time. But beyond the physical and nutritional aspects lies something even more powerful: your mindset. How you think about your body directly affects how it performs. A negative mindset, one filled with fear of falling or self-doubt, creates tension in your muscles and hesitation in your movements. Your body mirrors your thoughts. When you believe you're fragile, your movements become guarded and uncertain. But when you shift your perspective to trust and curiosity, your body responds with grace and adaptability. Science confirms that optimism and self-belief release neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which not only improve mood, but also enhance coordination and motor control. In other words, your mindset literally strengthens your balance through chemistry and focus. It's also about how you speak to yourself during your practice. Encouragement works better than criticism. Saying, "I'm improving every day," instead of "I can't do this," changes the way your brain processes effort. Your nervous system stays calm, your breathing steadies, and your muscles perform more fluidly. This mental calmness allows your balance to flourish, because balance is as much about stillness of mind as it is about control of movement. When your thoughts slow down, your body follows. Your lifestyle choices reinforce this connection. Reducing stress through deep breathing, meditation, or spending time in nature helps keep your nervous system balanced. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, which tightens muscles and makes coordination more difficult. Relaxation, on the other hand, opens up the body, making it easier to move naturally. Simple daily practices like 5 minutes of slow breathing, gratitude journaling, or gentle stretching before bed can bring the mind and body back into alignment. When you combine a strong core, a nutrient-rich diet, restorative rest, and a positive, calm mindset, balance begins to feel effortless again. It's not about perfection, it's about integration. Each part of your lifestyle feeds the next. Healthy food supports strong muscles, good sleep reinforces neural learning, and a positive attitude turns movement into joy rather than strain. This harmony is what true balance means: your physical strength, inner calm, and daily habits all working together to create stability that radiates through every step you take. The real magic of balance improvement lies not in grand efforts or exhausting workouts, but in the quiet consistency of small daily actions. It's easy to believe that meaningful progress requires big, dramatic changes, but science and experience both show the opposite. The human body thrives on gentle, repeated motion and adapts best when challenged just a little each day. Balance, more than any other physical skill, responds rapidly to consistency. It's like watering a plant. You don't drench it once and expect it to thrive forever. You give it small, steady care. The same principle applies to your body. A few minutes of mindful movement each day trains your muscles, joints, and brain to stay coordinated and stable, and those minutes add up to powerful, lifelong results. When you practice balance regularly, you're not only training your muscles, but also strengthening the invisible network of connections between your body and brain. Each time you hold a single leg stand, take a controlled step, or shift your weight from one side to the other, your nervous system records that information. It learns, adjusts, and improves. Within weeks, your body begins to anticipate movement with more confidence. You notice fewer stumbles, smoother transitions, and a greater sense of control over your posture. These subtle changes might seem small day to day, but over time they completely transform how you move. The key is that balance training doesn't demand intensity, it demands attention. The more consistently you practice, the faster your progress compounds. Daily movement doesn't have to be formal exercise. Balance is woven into every part of life. Standing on one leg while brushing your teeth, walking heel to toe along the kitchen floor, or rising slowly from a chair without using your hands, all of these moments are opportunities to train. The beauty of this approach is that it fits naturally into your day. You don't need fancy equipment, a gym membership, or long sessions of exercise. What matters is intention. Each small moment of balance practice sends a message to your body. Stay strong, stay awake, stay coordinated. Over time, these small efforts become second nature, and stability becomes part of who you are rather than something you have to think about. Another reason small actions are so powerful is that they reduce the mental barrier to starting. When exercise feels overwhelming, people tend to delay it, but when it feels simple and achievable, it becomes a habit. Taking just 5 or 10 minutes a day to focus on balance feels doable, and once you begin to see results, like feeling more confident on uneven ground or noticing less fatigue when standing, you naturally want to continue. Progress itself becomes motivation. Each success, no matter how small, builds momentum for the next one. That's how real change happens, not through bursts of effort, but through quiet persistence. Physically, these consistent movements retrain your stabilizing muscles, improve joint flexibility, and teach your body how to respond instinctively to shifts in position. Mentally, they strengthen your sense of presence. Balance requires focus. You can't be distracted and still stand steady. In that way, daily balance practice becomes a form of meditation in motion. It teaches patience, awareness, and calm. You begin to notice how your breathing aligns with your posture, and how small adjustments make a big difference. With time, your balance practice becomes not just physical training, but a grounding ritual that supports both your body and your mind. The other benefit of steady daily action is how it integrates into your overall health. Consistent movement improves circulation, joint mobility, and muscle tone, but it also supports your mood and brain function. As your body strengthens, your confidence grows. When you move confidently, you're more likely to stay active throughout the day, creating a positive feedback loop of energy and vitality. Small actions ripple outward, affecting everything from how you carry yourself